It's your boy James coming to you live from the 559. Talk to me, not say don't talk to me at all. We are back with the great anime debate. We are the Phantom Nerds. Thank you. Today we have special guest Mr. Kanice, the residential anime connoisseur. He just
okay. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
You want to say something to the people, Mr. Kanice?
How y'all doing today? It's a great day to love anime and respect it as usual. You know what I'm saying? COVID-19 is trying to restrict us, but
You know what I'm saying? This is quarantine.
You sure right, because they started to lay all these shows, man. I'm heated.
That's true.
I'm heated.
Hey, but for today we're going to discuss first and foremost, which one is better? Naruto, One Piece, or Bleach? The big three. I'm always right, so I'm not gonna go first today. Y'all want me to go first? Y'all want to go first?
Let the guest go first. Let Kanice go first.
Let him go first.
Mr. Keith, take it
away.
Do you want me to do it by list, or is it like?
So for this one, when we say the best, literally overall, not like in one category, just overall, as in
what is the best anime out of the three?
Fighting, plot, storyline, yeah, and then give us your reasons why.
It's not even up for debate to me. It's One Piece.
Ooh. Woo!
Okay, why?
Because, if you think about it, the world building, the characters, the story, the plot, the symbolism, they talk about whole different topics that people are afraid to talk about, and it's not forced. You know what I mean? And then when it's very consistent on all their characters. You know what I'm saying? There'll be one character that you see in the beginning of the episode 2 and think he's irrelevant, and then he come back and have a major part later on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like no other story's ever done something like that. You know what I mean? And then the character designs for all of them are just live. I know you've seen Doflamingo.
Doflamingo is
One Piece
fly.
Who's good?
Boy, that boy is a fly nigga.
Yo,
Sheesh.
That's my dude, man. That dude's design is crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, I can go on, but I'm pretty sure y'all have more too.
I want to hear what Rose got to say.
Oh, brother.
What's up, Rose?
What's up, man? I knew this was gonna happen, but I'm just gonna. I mean, we all know who's the best.
I already know what he's gonna say.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I already know what you're gonna say.
They all know what you're about to say.
It's Naruto. Naruto is the best out of those three. Naruto started off strong. Naruto has the best fights. Naruto has the best storyline, best character development of those three. Okay, I'm not gonna say the best character development, but it's up there with some character development. You can't deny their character development. So we're gonna say
there's literally only two characters I saw develop.
Who?
You said what?
You said
only two characters did what now?
What about Gaara? What about Gaara?
No,
what about Gaara?
I said I saw. All we saw was Gaara's initial and then the end. We didn't see him grow. So that's not a character. We're not seeing the development. We're just seeing the.
What are you talking about? We saw his development.
You see his development.
We saw Gaara. Gaara had this little.
We saw his character development.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, you see it.
Everybody else, Kiba, Shino, all of them,
Okay,
I mean, they didn't really have.
Well, they super fell off.
I didn't know anything
really
about
true.
1010. I don't know what she does on the show.
Well, 1010 is not important. Nobody respects her. Come on now. We don't really have to talk about 1010. Come on now.
Hey, what about Ino? Other than that side's wife, what else does she do?
Nobody cares about. She's not a. She's
she's
like a lower tier character. She's a lower tier character.
She was hype about teaching the mind transfer jutsu.
That's what I'm saying. They do the female character so wrong.
Hey, did you hear that? Wait. Hey, Rose, did you hear that? Ken, you were watching that today. What were you watching?
What?
You were watching Boruto?
Yeah.
Okay, I lost all respect for you.
Nah. The manga for Boruto is fire.
What?
The manga.
I was watching Boruto today. What you mean?
Hey, Ken, go ahead. Which one do you think?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of torn, and I feel like I need to pick one, but I'm torn. Obviously, between One Piece and Naruto. Reason being is because, like, One Piece's storyline is so, like, it's so vast. There's so much that they can do with it. And they're for sure taking their time to make sure they hit, like, all these points and stuff like that, which I love. I've been watching it since, like, forever. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see what they're doing with it and how they're expanding the storyline and stuff like that. I can say, to an extent, in some of the earlier like arcs and stuff, there are a lot of similarities between One Piece's arcs. Like, you know, they ride on their boat, they get somewhere, they hop out, they do something, and then it's like, oh, we in trouble, and then they beat whoever up, then they get back on the boat. And I know that it has to happen, obviously, because they're pirates. It does, for some people, it could be a little off-putting. Somebody was telling me this the other day, and I was like, oh, I kind of get what you're getting at, but yet and still I like the show because their storyline, they can do so much with like all the freaking like fruits and all that stuff like that. So that's pretty cool, and we still want to see what Luffy's going to do. But Naruto, like Rose said, Naruto came out the gate swinging. They tell you exactly what's up. They said, hey, little homie, got a fox inside him. That boy don't know what's going on. He ain't got no parents. All this, like they hit you with everything in the beginning, like a little home run. They hit you in the beginning, and then they start to like pack on the story, and they get fire. Like Naruto is pretty iced up. Like I got two of my friends watching it right now, and I'm just reliving it through them. Like dang, like forgot how loud Naruto was, man. It's been a minute. I kind of want to give it to Naruto. But One Piece is still like lit. It's tough. Give me like a couple minutes and I'll give you an answer.
Alright, I'm just gonna lay it all out. I gotta say Naruto.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I was not expecting you to say that.
I know people weren't expecting that, but here's the thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I am surprised he said that. I was expecting him to go One Piece.
I thought he was gonna say One Piece for sure.
Listen, in my heart, it's One Piece, of course. The subject of this topic is like overall, which one do we think is better? And the only reason I'm picking Naruto is because, like Ken said, One Piece has a whole lot of like it's off-putting for some people. The fighting is definitely not great.
Yeah,
Naruto beats it in fighting.
It's not the best.
It beats it in attractiveness. It brings more people in. So overall, I gotta give it to Naruto. But if we want to talk specifics, character development, and plot, it has to be
Storyline plot for One Piece is
beautiful.
top.
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if we just doing an overall rating, I gotta give it to Naruto simply because so many more people are fans of Naruto than One Piece, and they have their reasons, and their reasons are technically valid for some of them. Other than people who just be like, "Oh, it's too many episodes." I'm like,
yeah, that's.
I mean, but that's irrelevant. But it's like, I gotta give it to Naruto. That's just
and that's what I'm leaning to. That's what I'm leaning to. Now, we do know that Naruto is done. Technically, Naruto the show is done. One Piece might come with something that really might like.
That's the thing. Hey, that's the thing.
And I don't know.
Hey, this one thing I gotta ask, man. Like, don't y'all think that Naruto's kind of hypocritical though? If you think about it,
in what way?
Like, okay,
In terms of what?
Okay, Naruto made you think that, oh, I'm the underdog. Da 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 da. Then we find out that this dude family tree's crazy. This dude was,
but he ain't know.
Nah, but hold on.
I mean, technically, he still is an underdog, though.
He is. He don't know none of them.
He doesn't have parents.
Hey,
He didn't hold up about his parents. He didn't find out about his parents too much later.
Hey,
Bro, that nigga is a lone wolf. He don't know nobody.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this. I don't know if you remember the episode when Naruto was doing the whole tree climbing thing, right? And they was explaining how much chakra each person outputs. And they were like...
way in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. Like where Zabuza and everything. They were like, well, Naruto hasn't learned chakra control. To this day, he still hasn't learned chakra control. He just, like, been using the nine-tailed fox's chakra throughout this whole thing. So, like... If you think about it, bro,
He learned. He can't
control.
control the nine-tails chakra without chakra control.
No, but like, okay,
Yeah.
You remember when he would force certain things out and it wouldn't come out, and it would come out as duds, right? Remember that first episode when he tried to do a shadow clone?
Okay.
Oh yeah, and it was a dud. And then when he started to leak out Nine Tails chakra, he will overexert it and nothing will come out. And then that's when the Nine Tails it kind of explains it in that episode. That's why when I went back and watched it, and then like it was a lot of stuff that was happening. Like how often did you really see Naruto really train? If we're being honest,
Huh?
if we're being honest, if we're being honest.
I can't agree with that. He trained.
Wait.
Hey, no,
He
hey,
lived for
hey.
years.
Bro,
He had
what?
extensive training with Jiraiya.
We saw
Okay.
all his training.
Okay, we saw him.
He
learn
always trained.
We saw him learn the Rasengan and Shadow Clone. What else did he do? What else did
Wait,
he
He
do?
trained in Sage. With on Sage Mountain.
But think about
Mount, what is
it.
it?
Would he have gotten,
Sage mode?
hey, would he have gotten those trainings if he wasn't related to the fourth Hokage? That's what I'm saying. Like, how's that underdog story? If he has
Nobody messed with this nigga.
I mean,
They all saying,
and
"Oh,
that-
that nigga's a demon. We don't want to
see what
talk
I'm
to
saying?
him."
In that,
But you see what
It
I'm
wasn't
saying?
until he demanded it.
that was part of his underdog story.
No,
He
but like-
demanded
changed
that
the
for him to
people's
be able to do
perception.
that. He had to gain respect.
Okay, but like, if you look at it, like, all right, Aruka Sensei is a plain example of how Naruto would be if he didn't have none of those connections. If you're being real, because
The
like,
disrespect.
no, I'm being serious because there's how many Narutos are in the show? Obito's a Naruto, Jiraiya's a Naruto, Aruka Sensei's a Naruto. Like they all do the same thing Naruto does. If you think
What
about
are you
it.
saying?
What are you talking
I don't
about?
know what's happening.
I don't get this part. I don't get this part.
Okay.
What do you mean they're all Narutos?
Like, you know how Naruto's character is? Like, they're all showing characters that act similar to him. Like, I'm gonna be Hokage. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. They all
Kiba
have the
said
same-
that.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking
Kiba
about
is
that.
not Naruto.
But hey,
I like how we say keep it at the same time.
Jiraiya and Naruto are similar, yes,
Yes.
because Jiraiya is crazy.
so Obito and Naruto, they not similar when they were kids.
Not the same.
And the kid.
Nah. Obito wasn't like. Obito wasn't.
but like skill wise,
He
yeah.
wasn't hated.
No, I'm not saying.
Yeah,
in terms of
he
being
wasn't. He
hated.
wasn't hated, and he wasn't like super like childish.
No, I'm talking about like the mannerisms, their characteristics, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't play into him being an
what I'm saying. But
underdog.
like, Aruka Sensei was doing the same thing Naruto was doing, acting a clown and all the other stuff. He didn't have a family
Yeah,
connection.
but Aruka
like that.
trash though.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Aruka-
saying. If Naruto didn't have a Nine Tails in him, if he didn't have the connections that to the fourth Hokage and all the other stuff, would he really have gotten any of those training? Like,
See, okay,
Technically, he has no
mean,
connections. Technically, because for one, he don't know them. For two, nobody liked him. Nobody told him that that's who his people were. So he really had no connections. Technically,
No, but hey, Ken, hear me out.
Really?
Because I don't agree with Kinesis' whole point, but I agree with the smart fact that he's low key right. As in, everybody who helped Naruto knew who his dad was. Like he knew who he was, and that's why they helped.
But
him.
wait. Actually, we can deflect that because people knew who his dad was and they still hated him. So,
True.
no, they kept that under wraps.
So does that really play a
why
part
they
into
let
it?
this nigga at 3 years old bathe himself and friggin' make his own
Exactly.
food?
They all knew who his dad was, and he was still
hey.
living alone.
Oh, he's the son of the fourth Hokage, but we gonna let this nigga
no.
live in the slums.
Hey, there's no proof that everybody knew. There's no proof that everybody knew because the day he died is the day the family died. So it's like nobody knew, except for the higher ups.
I mean, but
There's no
everybody
proof that
knew.
And
I mean,
all
come
the higher
on.
ups are the people that
It
ended
doesn't
up
make
helping him later on.
Yeah, and they gave him free
that's what I'm
housing.
yeah
saying.
later on.
But they didn't want to help him at first.
They gave him free housing.
I'm pretty sure people in the village knew that.
They gave
knew
him free
that,
housing, but said, "Nigga, you're on your own."
No, I'm
That's
not
why
saying
They
they
Exactly.
gave
did.
him money to
I'm
buy
not saying they
noodles
did it.
and
I'm not
stuff.
saying
Like
they did.
they
but
knew
we don't
she
know.
was
All they
pregnant.
ate was
He has the
noodles.
same hair as the fourth Hokage. I'm pretty sure they knew that was his
Hey,
father.
That's
Y'all mean to tell me?
y'all never
I
know.
mean,
I mean, so you mean to tell
they
me?
have the same hair.
You mean to tell
His
me
mother was pregnant?
if instead of the fourth Hokage dying, if he was in a coma and then he awoke, like he awakened whenever 10 years later, that he would be happy about how they treated Naruto. Oh man, y'all did my son good. No,
I mean, they would have known that's his son, and they wouldn't have treated him as badly as that. If you're being honest.
I mean, what's the difference?
Because remember they did that.
With
The
him
other
being in a
episode.
coma and him being dead.
Remember, huh?
The whole point of this argument was the fact that he was saying, isn't Naruto kind of hypocritical in what he is saying? Again, I cannot agree with you 100%. Kenny, I'm sorry, but to an extent, I see what you're trying to say. It's like they call him an underdog, but he really had all of these things that helped him in the background that he just didn't know about. So can he really be called the underdog?
you can be an underdog.
Yes.
You can be an underdog with untapped potential. You can be an underdog with untapped
Yes.
Is
potential.
that potential? But though, man,
With unknown
He had untapped potential for sure.
resources.
See, this is why.
For one, Naruto just being Naruto, even without the nine tails, he already has a big chakra pool already. They already said that. They said like,
clan. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Lineage.
Exactly.
Hey,
but if nobody trained this nigga up, he not gonna know nothing.
Exactly.
Underdog. The word underdog doesn't mean somebody who like you.
He taught himself. Didn't he teach himself shadow clones?
He taught himself shadow clone. He found the scroll and taught himself how to do the multi-shadow clone jutsu, a forbidden jutsu that Jonis can't even learn or whatever.
And let me speak on that.
Exactly.
That is a forbidden jutsu, but everywhere he uses it at, everybody knows what it is.
Look, this is the whole point.
Because they let him do it.
Because they're not
No, I'm
supposed to
talking
be
about other
using it.
villages. It's a forbidden secret.
You
jutsu
saying why do
that
they know what it
everybody knows
is?
about it.
Just because it's forbidden doesn't mean
They know what it is because he
It
does.
just means it's not supposed to be used.
I don't know, man. 'cause
Like you can know about the forbidden. Like everybody knows the reanimation jutsu.
Yeah, everybody knows
is forbidden,
reanimation jutsu.
but not everybody
But,
does
like,
it, though.
But they don't know how to do it.
I know one person does it. Like not everybody does shadow clone jutsu. People do water clone jutsu. People
They do water clone.
For
me,
They do
bro,
wood
they do water
clone.
clone.
For me, bro, I just feel
But nobody else does shadow clone
I just
jutsu.
felt like for me with Naruto, it's like a love-hate thing. Because Naruto used to be my favorite out of the big three growing up. Like, I used to love Naruto. I used to work, bro. I was on it because when Naruto as a kid, that version of Naruto was live. It was perfect. Other than the fillers towards the end, I love that show. But Shippuden,
even some of the fillers were live.
yeah, even some of the fillers were live. But in Shippuden,
What?
that's when you started to see some of the cracks and crevices started to, you know what I'm saying, leak out. You know what I mean? Like a lot of characters would be put in the back burner.
Shippuden is
Like I just
flames,
saw it was a Sasuke and Naruto show 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to see Rock Lee, who took a huge step when he was a kid. I didn't see him.
Okay,
I don't know,
okay.
man.
So tell me this. So tell me
Has a
this.
nice little arc. Asuma Sensei has a nice little arc.
He died.
So tell me this. Going back to
I
One
know,
Piece.
but before he died,
Going back
we
to
got a
One
nice little
Piece.
storytelling of him.
Going back to One Piece. How often do you see Frankie doing anything?
What do you mean, Frankie? I mean, like I said, the story's still going on, but everybody else is getting build up. Like,
But I'm saying he's like a back character. Like for a good amount of the show, he's a back character.
as of right
he's
now,
a main
I'm not
person.
gonna disagree. I'm not
but when
gonna,
he-
Robin and Frankie have not really like gotten that development yet. But like
They be letting Usopp do some
Don't
stuff.
hey, Kenny's, I can't agree with that. Don't say Robin because when every character is introduced in One Piece, they have their own like mini. They have their own backstory. They have their own story, everything, and then they all be doing shit in the show. You can see them as they progress. Robin keeps finding polygraphs. She keeps reading them. Like,
Yeah, she doing stuff. It's two people who ain't really been doing much.
I mean,
Frankie and Chopper.
no, Chopper, he's developed.
Chopper, as soon as the thing is, as soon as everybody gets hurt, it's always Chopper like it.
Yeah, but if that's all he doing, I mean, I guess he's playing his role.
And then like if the fishman,
Nami get way more shine than all of them.
Nah, cause what he's trying to say is like other characters in Naruto didn't get like character development in Shippuden, but there's so many characters in Naruto. They
Exactly.
split it up for various characters.
Yep.
We saw a little bit of Sai. We
Yep.
saw a little bit of Shikamaru.
There ain't
We saw
that many
some of
characters in
Asuma
One
Sensei
Piece.
before he died. We saw some of Kakashi's storyline at one point. We saw like
Yep.
other people's storylines.
They got a lot of backstories.
They couldn't just like focus on like one particular background character. They spread it out amongst the background characters.
Yeah, it's a lot of characters. It's way more characters in Naruto than it is One Piece when it comes to like people who they've given like significant airplay.
Consistent characters.
Yeah, because the most consistent characters in One Piece is everybody in the crew. Everybody in the crew, and then a few of the like the other pirates, like other villains and stuff like that. It's just a few of them. But Naruto, you got a whole school. Everybody at the school got some kind of like show.
Yeah.
and then you got all the people that's above them
people
that
at the
teach them. They
school.
all got some kind of show. Like they got to do something.
You got people at the school. You got the people above them. And
Yep.
then you also have some people from the Sand Village. You got to pay attention.
So
to.
it's a lot more to work
So
with.
It's a lot of characters you have to pay attention.
Yeah.
But again, y'all, you know what I'm saying? This is the Great Animated Debate with the Phantom Nerds. We thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. And like, we out. Y'all stay safe and stay quarantined.